What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very special guest here on the channel today, LA. LA has now done nearly $500,000 worth of TikTok Shop GMV since being with us. And over the last couple of months, he has scaled to nearly 100,000 GMV a month. And he has done all this while being a full-time college student in computer science, which is absolutely insane. Today we're gonna be covering inside of this interview his entire journey and how he's consistently doing now over $100,000 in GMV per month. Anyways, let's get straight into this interview. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special guest. We have LA here with us today, who when he first came to us was a struggling affiliate, only around 500 GMV a month. Now, since being with us over the past 4 or 5 months, he is now doing consistently around 100,000 GMV per month and has worked up to around 400,000 in lifetime GMV. LA, if you kind of want to introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? My name is Larius. Before really TikTok Shop, I was just in college, living the college life, party on the weekends, like working a part-time job. But, I knew I could do something greater than that. And I found TikTok Shop. So
let's go. So kind of how did you come across TikTok Shop? Were you just like scrolling the For You page? Did you see a certain video? Were you kind of already trying other online money stuff? Kind of walk me through that.
Yeah, I knew people were making money online, and I was actually kind of trying to like start my own brand account just for like to put on my resume, and I actually found this dude. I think his name was like Trevin Peterson or something. He had a course on like how to get into TikTok Shop. He would like show screenshots of, he was making a decent amount of money. So I said, screw it, I want to figure out a way to make money online. And that's when I found out about TikTok Shop, and I grew my first account with ads.
Got you. And then when you first started, did you kind of know what you were doing? Like how long did it finally take for you to kind of see your first sale?
It took it probably a couple weeks. I would just buy like a bunch of different pet products, and like, cause I had like 5 dogs at my mom's house. So I just buy a bunch of different pet products, copy like viral videos. I would see I think I was using Calidata at the time. I would just copy like viral videos and just hope for the best. But I mean, it didn't really work that good, gotcha. Obviously, but yeah.
So what was kind of like the most frustrating part about where you were kind of at prior to TikTok Shop? Did you try anything else online, or were you kind of just like, doing the normal college life?
I see like just all these people online that were figuring out ways to make money. And I knew that eventually I would find some way to make money. And yeah, TikTok Shop was definitely the move. I'm glad I made the decision to go on to TikTok Shop.
100%. And was there kind of any spot in your TikTok Shop journey so far where you almost threw in the towel, but like you didn't, you just kept on pushing?
I guess it was summer of 2025 when I first started this, when I grew my account and started posting those pet videos. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of went off to college. I couldn't really film videos of my pets because obviously I was with roommates in my college town. And so I just kind of stopped making TikTok videos because I really wasn't making that good of money. And so then I think Black Friday around there, I started filming like a couple videos during like Thanksgiving break of like different colognes and stuff that really didn't do anything. And yeah, that was just really discouraging. So that's when I really just wanted to quit because I wasn't really doing anything.
100%. And how did you kind of keep on pushing through it? Was there like a specific video you saw? Maybe you had one product that started to pop off. Kind of walk me through that.
So before I was doing like a couple bottom of funnel videos. I guess I didn't realize it was bottom of funnel at the time. I was just selling the sale, and I actually got a couple sales off that doing like NeuroGum and like YCZ cologne. And I knew people were making a bunch of money off TikTok at that time, and so that it was still discouraging not to make a lot of money, but I knew that if I kept pushing and I found the right people to get me to where I wanted to be, I would be successful. And that's when I found you guys. And I think that December I had posted like in-store videos, like you guys showed the in-store method.
Yeah.
And I had posted like the Lemmy Purr gummies, and I had like a video pop off to like 400,000 views, and I was getting good sales off it. So I knew at that point, like I was going to be successful with this because it was just, I just had to keep grinding. I knew I was going to be successful.
100%. So kind of how did you first come across us here at Creator Haven? Like, was there a specific video? Was there a specific testimonial? Kind of walk me through that.
I think I followed one of you guys, and then one of you guys like DM'd me like right after Black Friday asking like how sales were. Mm-hmm. You can hook me up with like an agency where we can protect from violations and like get you some methods that can actually make money. So I was like, screw it. You guys had retainers at the time too that paid for the membership. So I was like, screw it. Yeah, I'll just join. Hope for the best. See what happens. Like, what's the worst that could happen?
100%. And then I guess that kind of leads to my next question of what made you finally pull that trigger and join? Like, were you just like, I guess you kind of said it yourself, the retainers covered the cost. You saw all the success. You saw some wins that we were posting all around. And then obviously the page was flooded with tons of value, and you were like, screw it. I'm just going to kind of jump all in, all that sort of stuff. So that's awesome, bro. Absolutely amazing. So what was kind of going wrong when you were trying to figure the whole thing out on your own versus when you came to us?
Yeah.
Kind of what was like the the switch they flipped?
Like when I would make videos, I didn't realize like the different funnels, like how sales worked, like marketing, any of that. I was just like copying videos and hoping for the best. But, you know, after finding you guys, I actually found methods that make sales and like sales psychology and all that. Just slowly learned all that to build up to my success today.
And what did you think when, you know, you first heard about people were making real money off of TikTok Shop and stuff? Did you think it was kind of a scam? Like when you saw it, when you were initially scrolling the For You page when you came across TikTok Shop, kind of walk me through that.
I would see like some people maybe on like live streams and like that one Trevin Peterson dude I was talking about, but I didn't think they were making like big bucks like the creators are now, like 5-figure profit months, 6-figure profit months. I didn't know it was like that. I was like really skeptical because I didn't think making TikTok videos could just make you that much money.
Yeah, no, 100%. So kind of break down, kind of leads to my next question, kind of break down that system or the hybrid model system, obviously, that you're pushing right now, where you're doing middle funnel, top of funnel, and a little bit of bottom of funnel content. Kind of break that down and, you know, how it's been working for you.
Yeah, so since I'm a higher GMV above platinum, I get to do more bottom of funnel, but I'm also doing some middle of funnel as well, where you kind of sell the sale at the beginning and then you get to like some benefits of the product that just for conversions and to get those sales. And also you have the bottom of funnel plus where you're really selling a sale, but you try to get those high quality videos that TikTok likes and is pushing right now. And obviously the bottom of funnel as well, which is my main sales.
100%. And a lot of people are going to think that super high quality content is going to take you hours and so much time to make. What would you say, how long would you say it takes you to make your average high quality video or middle funnel video?
It just depends on like how much in depth I want to go with the product and like the research I do. But if it's just like an average one, like maybe 5 minutes, so 5, maybe 10 minutes. So really not that long, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. And it's still converting for you. It's getting that high quality badge, keeping your account healthy. And then I assume as well, you're getting offered retainer deals from companies as well. 100%, dude. That's absolutely amazing. So kind of what were you doing?
Yeah, for sure.
What were you kind of doing wrong with your content before that you kind of do differently now? Like, what would you say is like the number one thing?
The number one thing was just like throwing videos out there and hoping for the best, not knowing how to actually sell to people on TikTok.
100%, 100%. And would you say you have a pretty wide product selection on your accounts? Because I can see from the back end, like you're selling tons of different things. Are you verticalizing down at all? Are you just in every single niche? Kind of walk me through that.
I'm just in every single niche. I'm just trying to find anything that's trending right now and make sure to post it on my account. Anything that's trending upward, I just make sure to post and try to break into those ad budgets, because the products that are trending up, if you get a bunch of those, you're bound to just make a lot of money with TikTok because you're just riding the momentum of the products.
100%. And you started back, when did you initially start TikTok Shop? Was it a year ago, 6 months ago, 7 months ago?
Yeah, about a year ago. Summer of like August of 2025. So yeah, about a year ago.
Got you. And obviously back then GMV Max was a little bit different. Do you think it's become easier to make money on this platform or a little bit harder since you first started?
Right now, I think it's easier, but 100%. It can be a little harder if you are a lower GMV funnel. But I'd say like if you're higher GMV, it's like way easier to make money now. But if you're low GMV, like it's still easy. But if you're higher GMV, it's definitely a lot easier because like a lot of these bottom of funnel affiliates that are posting a bunch of like low quality slop content are just gone now.
100%. I do think with GMV Max as well, it's a whole lot more predictable. Like you're in all these different niches, and pretty much every single time a Bloom, like they come out with a new flavor, a new bundle pack, you know they're going to sell something like NeuroGum because of the GMV Max behind it. So I think for myself personally, and I think a lot of people would agree, that a lot of it comes down to predictability. Yeah. Like you can pick something up, you can have a well-known brand and you know it's going to sell, versus maybe August, September, early days of GMV Max. You weren't too sure who was running GMV Max yet. And a lot of it was super, super unpredictable. So kind of talk about, you know, your experience with brand retainers and what it actually means for you as a creator. Because now you're getting your GMV up there, you're mixing in higher quality content. Kind of walk me through, you know, the retainer, kind of how retainers work for you.
So for retainers, they're just like more of like a cushion just in case like sales are down for a month, and also like just guaranteed income for the month, which is always good because you never know what can happen with TikTok, especially nowadays with all the violations and stuff. So it's just a nice cushion to have and guaranteed income to have for the month.
100%. And would you say that you prioritize commission or you're prioritizing more retainers? Like, what would you say, like, most of your money comes from?
Definitely most of my money comes from commission. I don't prioritize retainers that much. So commission definitely is most of my revenue for the month.
100%. And would you say that's because you're trying to build up that snowball effect, diversify, make a wide product selection? Would you say that's more beneficial to, hit those higher GMV months, maybe promote 100 different products, not really worry too much about posting the same product like this 40 times? That way you're consistently hitting those higher GMV months.
Yeah, unless you're like a top of funnel affiliate doing like the same product over and over because you can rip with it. I'd say just build that wide product selection, find the angles that work for you, test a bunch of different products, and I'd say double down on the products that are working for you and those angles that are working for you. But always keep testing different stuff.
100%. And kind of what did the coaching and account reviews do for you specifically? Because obviously, initially when you came to us, you were struggling 500 GMV a month. If you're lucky, 500 to 1,000. That's practically bronze or silver status. Now you're near emerald status every single month. You're ruby to emerald, 90,000 to damn near 100,000 GMV. Kind of what did that coaching aspect do? The account reviews, how did it kind of help accelerate you to those higher levels to where you can consistently hit those crazier numbers?
Yeah, so I haven't really done any account reviews yet. I need to do one soon. But for the coaching, like those Sunday calls, definitely help a lot in just like knowing what we should be doing and like what we should be focusing on and just like having like a center of gravity for just what we should be doing on shop and like how to avoid different violations, keep our account safe, stuff like that. It definitely helps a lot.
100%. Would you say you've adapted your content fairly quickly? Anytime you make an announcement, you're always shifting your content. And you're very open to changing your content up, I assume, as well.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's huge, being able to be coachable like yourself. That's how you see, like, let's just say, for example, you weren't too coachable. You didn't take the feedback on those Sunday calls. Potentially your account's just wiped out. The people that don't listen, the ones that don't adapt, they literally sink with the ship. The ones that succeed and keep pushing towards those emerald months, ruby emerald, are like yourself, where you're mixing in the higher quality content now. You're making sure your account's staying healthy and consistent. And you've kind of adapted towards this hybrid sort of plan and shift, allowing you to get more retainer deals as well and kind of really push for that higher GMV as well. So if you had to pick one thing inside of Creator Haven that kind of moved the needle the most for you, what would you say it is and kind of why?
Honestly, just like at the beginning, just knowing about the different methods I could do, like the in-store method, which was printing for me when I first started. And that's how I got my GMV up to gold to get all those free samples. And also like the just different bottom of funnel and short form quality methods that I can actually convert for me.
How many samples are you like requesting a week right now?
It's usually like, I try to do at least like average 5 a day. So what is that? 35 a week. Damn. Usually.
So the average person right now watching this,
sometimes it's more too,
is probably going to think that that's a ton of freaking samples. How are you staying organized? How are you knowing what to post and what to kind of toss or what to donate or what to sell versus what you're going to double down on? Kind of what's your process for that?
So each day before I record, I usually check what is selling. And if something's not selling, I'm just not going to post it and either like give it away or just throw it away and just keep on moving through different products and just testing what works and doubling down on the stuff that's actually working.
And do you have so-called, what I like to call like anchor products that you're always throwing in the mix, those higher ticket items that are maybe $200-$300? Like, are you posting those every single day regardless? Maybe you see a sale or two a day from those, but you're always throwing them in to kind of keep your GMV higher?
Yeah, I definitely have like some anchor products that have like just really blown up for me. They're not really like high ticket products, but they're just products that just sell so much that like, why wouldn't I post them? So they just stay in the rotation.
100%. And now obviously that you can only post, or pretty much every affiliate can only post 30 times a day. Kind of how is your strategy shift now that you can't post 100 times a day or 80 times a day to now, okay, I can only post 30 times a day? Kind of how is your strategy shift? Do you look at products differently? Anything like that?
Yeah, I definitely do, because I'm just not going to waste my time on products that aren't converting, aren't selling. I make sure products actually have ad spend. So that way I'm not just wasting videos every day on stuff that's just not going to have views, because if you don't have views, you're not going to get sales.
100%. So kind of now we're going to shift gears a little bit, kind of walk me through the numbers that you're doing now. So obviously when you first started with us, kind of what were you doing? And then kind of now, what are you doing?
So like GMV wise?
Yeah, GMV wise.
Okay. Yeah. Like, so last summer, like I was saying, I was doing like maybe 500 in a month, like when I would post, and like Black Friday, I got some sales, like I said, with like the YCZ colognes and stuff like that. But now, obviously I'm way above that from the systems from Creator Haven. I'm doing around 60 to 90,000 GMV a month as a Ruby creator.
Let's go. And that number is definitely, you're going to be Emerald, almost guarantee it, November, bro. November, you're going to be crushing Emerald, way above Emerald. I'm thinking 150
hopefully
220, maybe even 250K, 100%. So kind of what was like your first breakthrough on shop after you joined us? Was there
that's the goal.
Was there like a specific day that like, oh my gosh, you opened your phone in the morning type of thing? Or like, what was it? What did it look like?
So like one of the days I did the in-store method and I posted like those Lemmy Purr gummies I was talking about. They were like 50, they were like 50% commission at the time. And I had one video just blow up and I was making like $50 to $100 a day just on that one item. And then I also had a Bloom video blow up on their 1 pack of creatine. And then I had another one on like the 2 pack of creatine. And I was like, yeah, I can definitely keep doing this because like this works. Like I keep getting videos that get these type of views. I'm gonna keep doing it.
And would you say, like, what did it feel like making that money, I guess, at that time? Because obviously you had tried it for a couple of months. Like, did it take you what did that growth curve look like? Did you see success month 3, month 4? Kind of how long did it take for you to really start to see some success?
It kind of just like slowly built up. I did have those videos that popped off, but eventually I was in like a city and then I moved back to like my hometown, which is like a small town with no really any grocery stores. So I kind of had those videos kind of died off a little bit. So I had to slowly build up my samples and like different stuff I was testing. So yeah, it's just like a slow grind. You have to be patient, get your videos in every day. It's not going to happen overnight unless you have some like random video that pops off for like 10 million views. That's honestly probably not going to happen at the very beginning. You just have to have that slow grind.
100%. And would you say that you're kind of now seeing the results of the actual snowball? Like, are you having videos that you filmed back in like March and February start to pop off now?
Oh yeah, definitely. I filmed like the Bum Energy drink. That's been really popping off recently. I have a video that's like still making me at least like 4 or 5 sales a day. And I also have like I think like one other thing, I forgot what it was, but that's just slowly getting views every day in the hundreds of thousands, just making me sales every day.
Let's go. And kind of what does it feel like to like kind of have that passive income coming in from these videos? Because obviously now, you know, with Black Friday, Cyber Monday coming around, is that like a pretty big motivation to keep on posting 30 videos a day and not miss a day?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because if I can post a video and it lasts for months and keeps making me sales for months, that just takes some pressure off me if I want to take a vacation or like I just want to take a day off to relax. And I'm not stressed about if I'm going to make sales that day because I have these videos that I already built up.
100%. And kind of what does your day-to-day kind of look like now compared to before? You're still in college, correct? Or did you graduate?
No, I just graduated actually.
Oh, gotcha.
Computer science degree.
Got you. And are you doing shop full time or are you still
but before, I'm doing shop full time right now.
Let's go. And you didn't get like any sort of like kind of BS communications degree either. You got, what did you get? You got a computer science degree?
A computer science degree. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough for sure.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy because you can get pretty well-paying jobs. So why did you kind of decide instead of maybe going for a computer science job where you could get some people would like to say, you know, stable income, maybe $100,000 a year job. Why did you kind of choose TikTok Shop over that?
Honestly, I just didn't really want to work in a 9 to 5. Like that just doesn't like sound very appealing to me at all. Like just sitting in an office all day. I get to choose like when I want to work, how I want to work, when I want to post, all that stuff. And that's just a really attractive feature to me with TikTok Shop.
100%. And did you get any pushback maybe from friends, family, about choosing TikTok Shop over going for a normal job, or were they pretty much supportive behind you?
At the very beginning, it was like, I had friends that like were curious because I told them I was posting TikTok videos that were making me money, and they were like a little curious, a little like, what are you doing? But after I told them like I was actually kind of making money off this, they were like, okay, you do your thing. And then obviously the parents, they were like, you still need to go do your work, do your schoolwork. I still do my schoolwork, but you need to go, find a job after college. But recently this past summer, since I've been consistent with my income, they've definitely backed off a little bit and they're letting me pursue this.
Love that, especially with the opportunity in front of you as well, especially with Tribe coming around and all these other platforms that are releasing. I know Facebook, they're coming out with deep links as well, which we're trying to get into as well. Social commerce is definitely the future. So being able to kind of take advantage of it, be on the forefront of it as well. And obviously you still have your degree in your back pocket if anything were to ever happen for some reason. So yeah, you definitely went the smart route, finished up school, got a good degree, and then now you can do this kind of full time, which is absolutely amazing. So I guess while being in college, kind of what did it look like? Were you because you obviously had a tough degree. Were you filming in between classes? Were you doing it all in the morning? Kind of walk me through that.
Yeah, so I would wake up, usually do some schoolwork, and then I would eat lunch, probably go to the gym, and then I would usually, I guess when I started TikTok Shop, I didn't have a part-time job, so that was a good thing. I would go to the gym, get back, film some videos just in my room. After that, I would post some videos and then hang out with friends, and then usually just that was the cycle day after day.
That's fire. And did you have like a roommate, or did you kind of have your own room? Like, kind of what was your setup like with all the samples? Or I guess you were going in store a lot, weren't you?
Not during that was like around like Christmas time was when I really went into the store a lot until I got to like 5,000 GMV. And then like during college, so I had like 5 other roommates, but they had like, we all had our own separate rooms because we had our own house.
Oh, gotcha.
So I would just film in my own room.
Yeah, dude, that's clutch then. So you're able to kind of store your samples. So that's good. It worked out for you. So kind of what does your day-to-day life kind of look like
Yeah.
now? Is it pretty similar, just minus the class? Like you're still going to the gym, then you're coming back filming, posting, maybe hanging out with friends later in the day?
Yeah, it's definitely a little different. I think it's more enjoyable now, honestly, because I'll wake up early, get some, just walk around the block, get some sunlight, and then I'll come back, do a little like meditation most days, and then I'll usually read a book just for my morning routine to stay off my phone. Then I'll go to the gym around 10 o'clock, come back, do some product research, try to find some stuff that's ripping, and then I'll usually go to film some videos, and then after that I'll post some videos and then eat dinner and enjoy myself, probably play some Rocket League.
There we go. Yeah. That's clutch. Really pretty good, pretty damn good routine. So how many hours a day would you say you're doing shop? Is it like 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, hour a day? Kind of walk me through that.
For like the bottom of funnel part, it doesn't really take me that long. So like an hour, maybe an hour and a half a day. And then I'll do some like middle of funnel videos, try to crank a lot of those out. So I'll do those for like 2 or 3 hours. Those are a little bit higher quality, so they're going to take a little bit more time. That's okay. I mean, I have time, but I'm usually filming for like 4 hours a day, usually.
100%. And then you're also repurposing your videos onto Tribe as well, I assume?
Yeah, if the brand is on Tribe, I'll try to repurpose them for Tribe. Yeah.
100%. So is there like kind of anything that you do, or is there something you can do now that you couldn't do, a year ago when you initially started?
If I wanted to, I could just up and like take a vacation somewhere. Like that's something that I could honestly never do. I wasn't making enough money and I was in college as well.
100%.
But now, like if I wanted to go somewhere, I could take that time off, especially since I have those videos built up.
100%. Yeah, I know Nick, for example, he went to Japan for like an entire month, still cracked the 10K month, which is pretty sick. And then Rand, obviously 30K month, he didn't post for like almost 40 days on an account, which is pretty insane when you think about the actual snowball. So I guess, is there any like purchase or moment that made it feel real to you? Is there like a specific vacation you've kind of went on? Anything you've purchased? Anything along those lines?
Part of it was when I made like 400 something in a day on my account because like I had a video just go absolutely ballistic for me, and then that blew up and got me to that $400 day. I was like, okay, this is legit. And I also had that a week where I got my first like $1,000 deposit. I was like, yeah, let's go. I'm gonna keep doing this.
No, 100%. I think especially you probably really value, especially not being in school now, the ability to kind of work when you want, not have somebody on your back telling you have to do this, do this. You kind of built your own routine, film when you want. Technically speaking, if you slept in one day, it wouldn't be the end of the world either, which I think is the beauty of shop. You don't have somebody, controlling your schedule. You built your own schedule around it, and you're kind of your own boss as well, which is pretty cool. And like you said, you could take a vacation, and then even if you wanted to, you could bring the products with you and film wherever, or you could batch film prior and still film and post on the vacation. So kind of switches to my next point of, who is this actually for? Like, who do you think would be built for Creator Haven, built to succeed, kind of inside the program? Like what kind of person?
Just people who are willing to show up and learn every day and willing to put a bunch of volume out every day to, get those videos in the algorithm to try to get those videos that pop off. And like, if you're willing to show up every day and you're willing to work hard, I really think this is for you.
And then what would you kind of say to the version of you that's maybe sitting there scrolling, wondering if, this is legit, or even if TikTok Shop will work like a year ago? Kind of what would you tell the LA from a year ago?
I would tell them like, this is legit. Like you need to like dedicate your time to this because you are going to make money. Like stop wondering, just start doing. Like don't be in analysis paralysis, as people like to say. Just this is legit. That's what I'd say.
100%. Would you say you've shifted more process-based versus results-based over like the last 6 to 7 months?
Yeah, definitely. I'm more worried about like what I can put in instead of like the outputs. I'm just worried about getting the highest quality videos I can do out and the most videos I can do a day. And I'm not really too concerned about the outputs that happen.
100%. And would you say you're checking your commission all the time then, or you're just maybe checking it maybe once a day just to see what's selling, or maybe even once a week? Kind of walk me through that.
Probably just like once a day just to see what's selling and see what I should film for the day besides the new stuff that I'm getting. But yeah, that's really about it. I don't try to like commission watch myself because like if you have a down day, then you're just going to feel terrible basing your worth on commission.
100%. And I guess if somebody is on the fence of starting TikTok Shop right now, like what would you tell them? What's like one piece of advice or something you would tell them?
I just tell them if you're willing to take the risk, take it. But if you want to work the 9 to 5 and not take the risk, that's up to you. If shop is like the future of e-commerce and like people, I think it's the future of like young dudes like getting rich if you really learn this skill.
100%. And yeah, guys, that is our interview with LA, from $500 GMV a month to nearly 90,000 to even 100,000 GMV a month in 7 to 8 months. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll also leave a form to apply to work with us directly below. Only takes around 30 to 60 seconds of your time. La Aries, if you are LA, if you want to kind of plug anything below, we'll leave it at the bottom of this video as well. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already. I want to give a huge shout out to LA for hopping on the interview with us today. And if you guys are interested in working with us directly inside of Creator Haven, we have an application form in the description that only takes around 30 to 60 seconds of your time. Anyways, we'll catch you guys in the next interview. Peace.